The next 5 years will be a humbling experience for the ANC. Yeah, man, it's your boy, Just King Zere. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So the next 5 years will be humbling. After the ANC got less than 50%, they got 40%. So the ANC and its members never thought that they would get this type of humbling, and they actually got the humbling experience. So now they will get even more humbling experience, having to share power, having to hear from other people, having a large say over what happens, them having to plead with its opposers, or people who have been opposing it for years, people like Julius Malema, people like, all other parties, and now Jacob Zuma. They will have to plead with Jacob Zuma. They will have to be humble. They will have to really know that the people of South Africa are very, very much powerful and can decide what they want. And this should be eye-opening experience to show that the people of South Africa can actually remove the ANC from power completely, as they have right now. So the ANC can literally be can become a 11% party. You know what I'm saying? Can be 11% party or a 9% party. It's very possible. It's not like back in the days when we used to think that the ANC was above everything, and that you couldn't do anything to the ANC, that you couldn't touch them. You know what I'm saying? So they are absolutely touchable, and what a humbling experience that they have experienced. So what does the ANC need to do? For example, I would like to say Cyril Ramaphosa, I believe it's his 2025 will be his final year as president. If they don't remove him before his term ends, he will need to pull up his socks. He will need to do a lot in such a short period of time. But unfortunately, I don't know, man. I think it's too late, man. I think it's too late. What else can he do? You can't develop anything. All he can do is to sign certain bills, just like the NHI bill. Just like what the best thing he can do is to sign certain things that maybe are revolutionary for the future. Maybe they are game-changing for the future. That is the best he can do right now. That is how maybe he can just help his legacy out. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only way. As a president, he's a failed president. He's dealt with a lot of corruption, but he's also been corrupt. A lot of unexplainable things, like his papers, his bank accounts, the money under the mattress, para. It's a lot that he needs to explain, and I don't know where everything is gonna be, but Cyril Ramaphosa is definitely going to be having to answer for a lot of things that he did. And as a president, honestly, he did fail as a president. Let's just be honest. That is the honest fact. The future of the ANC, I don't even know who can run the ANC, who can be the next president of the ANC. I can't tell you, because I don't see Paul Mashatile being president. I don't see it. What are his credentials? I don't know. I'll have to research. Maybe you guys know. Let me know in the comments. I don't know his credentials. I don't know anything about that. So we'll have to see which way they're planning to go. Because right now, I don't know which liberation heroes, because the Ismagashules and them are corrupt. All those people, Kanyas, I don't think he's corrupt. I'm not so sure, but he's butting heads with the ANC. So who is next in line? I can't really tell you. Will it be Gwede? Will it be Fikile Mbalula? Will it be, who is in line? Who maybe even someone who's younger. I don't know, man. I don't know where the ANC. We can't even tell where the ANC is going. At least with the previous presidents, you could see that. Okay, Kgalema Motlanthe is there after Mbeki, just to hold the position for a year. Jacob Zuma. Then after Jacob Zuma, you had the deputy president as Cyril Ramaphosa, and someone who's well respected, and people were hoping that he can be president, and and he did become president. But right now, you can't really tell who's the next guy who can be the next president. So the ANC does not really have a plan. Like, it's almost like they said the ANC is divided, so this division is causing for us not to be able to really cater for the people and to groom the next leader, or the next leaders. We should be having a group of people who can be great leaders for the ANC, but I don't see them. Fikile Mbalula might end up being someone who's content, or someone who people consider, because of he's been there and is just vocal and all that, because I don't see anyone else. Paul Mashatile is not vocal. There's that guy, the guy who was running, doing a lot in Joburg. The guy was always with the president. What's his name? I forgot his name. So those are the guys maybe. But in terms of like the ANC's operations, all the corrupt ANC members will have to be humbled in the next coming years. They will have to be humbled. They will have to know that things are no longer as nice. Money won't be coming in as it was. They won't be able to mismanage funds as the way they used to. There will be questions and questions and questions, and they will have to answer, and they will have to deliver. Even in their decisions, they will have to deliver, or else next time their votes are going below 40%. They're going below. They're gonna be in the 30s, maybe even below 30. Because right now it fell. They had 57%, right? They lost about 17%. So they could lose the next 17% in the next elections. They can lose the next 17%. So just imagine they'll be at 20, 20 something, 25%. You know what I'm saying? So the face of South Africa could really change. And the ruling party, the party that we have trusted for all these years, the parties that got us out of apartheid, could literally disappear and vanish. People could. This is literally a showing of how a kingdom falls. This is how empires fall. You know what I'm saying? No one ever thinks that an empire can fall, but it can fall. So we are seeing that with the ANC. We are really seeing that with the ANC. So before voting happened, they took people lightly when people were saying, this is our 1994, this is where we get freedom. Enough is enough. And look at what happened. Show you that the people actually have the power. So yeah, man, respect the people, respect what people have to say. And yeah, man, the ANC right now has a lot to prove. They have a lot to prove. They are having chest pains right now. They are having stress. Like, they have to really remove all those ministers. I heard they removed ministers. I'm not so sure. I'm gonna research on that. But they have to remove all the incompetent people and really have to work hard. They have to deliver on what they have been failing to deliver for the past 30 years. In the next 5 years, they have to convince the people to say, okay, ANC, we are even now. Okay, we'll trust you again. The ANC has to compete to show people that it really cares about the people. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be hectic, it's gonna be crazy. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Anyways, it's your boy Just King Zere signing out.